Fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, TM2 and TM3 cannot join us today. It's my pleasure to take the responsibility. I am Parason, your acting president for our today meeting. I would like to say welcome all of you to our TRD Toastmaster Club. TRD Toastmaster is a safe environment where we learn, practice our communication and leadership skills. We don't judge each other, so let me take mistakes and learn from them. Everyone knows that Toastmaster can help you to improve public speaking skills, but the leadership skill you acquire when taking on role will transform you into a better speaker and leader. So let me part of the meeting. Let's learn together like our club slogan say, together we can. I think it's time to for me. I call the meeting start now.
Thank you, Madam Acting President, fellow Toastmaster, and all the guests. First of all, I hope you all have had a great New Year celebration, and I wish you all the good thing for this New Year of 2020. Right, welcome to TRD Toastmaster meeting number 60. We hope you will enjoy our meeting and also would like you to participate in our meeting today. We have a chance during our table topic session. It's just for remind you our today meeting is Happy New Year. There are three main parts of our Toastmaster Club meeting. Firstly, the table topic session, where we have our member and guests practice their thinking and speaking on their skill. This is also known as impromptu speech. In part 2 of our meeting, we will have our member delivering speech based on the 10 projects from the basic communication and leadership manual. Then, the last part of our meeting, we will have our general evaluator and his team giving us feedback on everything in the meeting. It's a very important part of Toastmaster because without evaluation, no one knows if what we do is correct and there's something to improve. As Toastmaster of the day, it is my duty to introduce and the appointment holder who will assist in running of today's meeting. Our word of the day is held by TNA. I saw she's here. I thought of the day is held by TNA. Table Topics Master by Toastmaster J. Our General Evaluator experience BTM support. Our timekeeper held by TNA. Also, you will have today. Our counter is held by Toastmaster Y, and our guardians held by Toastmaster No. As usual, we will start with the word of the day. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Toastmaster again.
Good afternoon, everyone. everyone. The word of the day for this meeting is the word is excellence. It's a noun. So what does it mean? It means an award or provided gadgets and a special honor or has an acknowledgement homage attached and a person's shoulder with a sword at the betting saloon and night bush. For example, this film beside winning numerous European awards and accolades is the highest grossing German film in that country history. The accolades was a ceremony excited used in the conferring night bush. I choose this word because I think when you do a good thing, you will get accolades and to be appreciated, and you will be proud of yourself. Thank you.
Toastmaster game for the rest of the day. And we will move to the next part of this thing. It is thought of the day, and this will presented by Toastmaster Kit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Toastmaster Kit.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I will present a memorable quote to be the thought of the day. Health is your own, money belongs to others, power is temporary, and the reputation is eternal. For Mr. Jalal Sirivathanaphakdi, the founder of Thai Village. In my opinion, health is depend on your own action. You're drinking, your meal, you smoking or not. Some people may think that it's not their fault. It depends on from the society force them to do them or whatever party at night or something else. But in fact that you cannot say that because of the society just drive you, but nobody can force you to do. It's not persuade yourself. And everything is not easily because it's your body. You can review or decline how your health supposed to be good or supposed to be worse. It's how you take care of yourself. Money and power, I can sort them in the similarity category. I mean their movement. They not stay for too long or forever for only oil. They will find the person who offers for them. But in the end, if you force them to stay any longer, even you are not ready, you will have to learn something viciously for exchange that to stay longer. And the last one, the reputation. Do you believe that the reputation is can stay forever? I am the one who agree with that because everyone know about the history, the king, the politician, the monk, a small villager. The story from the past was told by generation to generation. Their name, their action, their crime, or even their history. We will engrave with the story deeply and continue never ending. That's why it's eternal. And the resident will be storyteller who enjoy the reading or feel everlasting to tell that. Everything is depend on that action. Hope you all to get some inspired from listening and improve yourself to meet or create your own story. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kit. It's just inspiring for And it's time for the impromptu portion of our meeting, the table topic session. The table topic should challenge us and help us think on our feet without any preparation. Please help me welcome our Toastmaster to the lecture. Toastmaster J.
Good afternoon, my fellow Toastmaster and welcome guests. It's my pleasure to take this role again. Right now, we are going to have an opportunity to participate in one of the most interesting and exciting of the Toastmaster meeting. Today, I have 5 questions for all of you. To answer the questions, I will choose a member to come up and give 2 minutes answer. At 1 minute, the green sign will be shown. The green sign will be shown. Yes, and at 1 minute 30 seconds, the yellow sign will be shown. And at 2 minutes, the red sign will be shown. That means the time is up. However, if you cannot finish your answer, you will have another 30 seconds to wrap your answer. And then the red will be. For better understanding, the question will be asked twice, so listen carefully. The question is number 1. What did you celebrate your New Year Eve? What did you celebrate your New Year Eve? Please welcome TM Oil.
Actually, I did not do anything special. I have had a dinner with my family. They enjoy a lot. All people that night. So the new year, if we have like a family day, we went to the waterfront restaurant, which had a very good atmosphere. The food was delicious. Everybody brought a present to our beloved grandmother, who is every respectful among family. That was the most beautiful night for our family in the day. Thank you.
Thanks for your answers. Second question, what is the best gift for this new year? What is the best gift for this new year for you? What is the best gift for this new year? What is the best gift for this new year gift? Any volunteers? Please welcome our
So the question is, what is the best gift for this year? Normally, during these years, I didn't go anywhere, so I stay in the city. And after we celebrate our New Year, so my family we go to have shopping in the central world. And my best gift should be I got the new pen, because my pen is really old now. So I got my pen from my wife. They had the sale discount for the clothes and pen. So we go to one shop and by that they have the 50% discount for the pen. So we bought it for of it. So it's quite cheap when compared with their full price. So that made me really happy to have this as my best gift for this year. And someday I will read it and show it with all of you in this Toastmaster. Thank you.
Okay, going to our third question. What is the best thing that you think you want to do for this year?
What is the best thing you want to do for this year? Any volunteer? What is the best thing that you think you want to do for this year? Okay, please welcome เทียมเก่งค่ะ
I think the best thing I will change the positive thinking. I think it made me happy and healthy more than last year. If you think negative thinking, it makes you down, and if you think positive thinking, you will be happy. Thank you.
For our first questions, what do you give to someone on this new year? Do you give gift to someone for this new year? Do you give any gift on new year to someone? Or what the gift you get for this new year? What did you get for this new year? Please welcome TM Kika.
I give a gift from my store. I have a small shop with my family, so I have give the new product for them, like a soap or skincare to them. So I wish in the future I will give like a small gadget from the technology to give them, is maybe to help them to use now for the 4-point technology in Thailand. Thank you.
Move to our last question. How was your last day? How was your last day? 2019. How was your last day? How was your last day? Any volunteers? What was your last year's? What happened to you? How was your last year's? While at the back? Okay, please welcome team of
I take my parent, my mother, and my older sister go to Nakhon Nayok for travel. We go sheep farm at Nakhon Nayok and take them to the have a dinner together in the last day. Thank you.
Thank you so much for participating today. So ladies and gentlemen, I have fulfilled my duty. May I return my control to Toastmaster of the day.
stable topic master for those challenging topics. With a great job, congratulations. Now we will move to the prepared speech part. Today we have 3 speakers. Speaker number 1 will deliver project number 1, which is icebreaker. And the speaker number 2 will deliver the project number 2 by Toastmaster firm. And the speaker number 3 will deliver the project number 7, which is New Year Eve. It will be presented by Toastmaster O. So, you will start with the project number 1, Toastmaster O. For the first project number 1, time allowed 4 to 6 minutes. So our timekeeper please be timing and give us a signal. Green card at 4 minutes, yellow card at 5 minutes, red card at 6 minutes. And for Toastmaster if you don't have your speech yet, you have second minute additional 2 minutes. So please help me everyone to welcome Toastmaster
Good afternoon, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nantiwan Chantaburi. I was born on Friday, 20th of February, 1981. I am 39 years old. I have no brother or sister. Am I single? My hometown is Songkhla province. And I graduated in information technology from Prince of Songkhla University. I learned to do things which I never proud to do before. I had a great chance to learn about life, the activity of life, meet new friends, and a lot more other things, and I can say. My most important qualification is good attention and positive thinking. When I start to do anything, I will go on until the job is done. I am easygoing. I am along with anybody. My hobbies are surfing the internet, watching movies, and reading the book. They all have a lot of knowledge. I would like to have a good job, which brings the stable income, have security, a family, and be able to do some good things that people can remember by you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster O. I'm very impressed by your first project. I think English is very good. And now we will move to our speaker number 2, who is Toastmaster firm, who will lead a project called My Hobby, ladies and gentlemen. For the project number 2, time allows 5 to 7 minutes. So count the timer. Please show the green side as 5 minutes. And the yellow side for 6 minutes. And the red side for 7 minutes. And I will call the personal evaluator to reading out the project, the objective of project number 2.
Project number 2, organize your speech objective. Select an appropriate outline which allows listeners to easily follow and understand your speech. Make your message clear with supporting material directly contributing to that message. Use appropriate transition when moving from one idea to another. Create a strong opening and conclusion. Time allow 5 to 7 minutes. Good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Toastmaster for project number 2, My Hobby.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today I'm going to talking about my hobby. My house is surrounded with many botanical because of my family love natural. So it make me like it too. In my free time, I spend time with planting a tree and take care of them, such as mango tea, rose tea, jasmine tea, basil tea, banana tea. When they all grow up, I feel happy and enjoy. And very important, they can save my money because something it can eat. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster. Quite short, I think. But anyway, we will move to speaker number 3, who will deliver project number 7. And I will call the personal evaluator to read out objective of project number 7.
Project number 7, research your topic. Objective. Collect information about the topic from numerous sources. Carefully support your point and opinion with specific facts. Example, illustration, gather through research. Time allowed 5 to 7 minutes. Good luck.
For the timer, time allowed to be 5 minutes. So we start at 4 minutes. At 5 minutes, and yellow card at 6 minutes, red card at 7 minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Toastmaster O for project number 7, New Year Eve.
My topic today is New Year Eve. I know that when we talk about during the New Year's, people will feel very happy that they can have a vacation or can go elsewhere, apart afar from the workplace. And before I go to the topic, so I would like to, due to the New Year occasions, may I wish the New Year's bring all the success and happiness in all your life, and wish you a successful and wonderful 2020. During the New Year Eve, when we look for the Thai study, many of Thai people will go outside the city or the capital. Majority of people will go back to their hometown, and some of people will go abroad. especially for the neighboring country like Korea, Japan, or China. The reason why we go travel abroad because at this time our currency is really strong, and when we compare our currency with the Japan, Korea, or the yuan, our currency is appreciated very much. So it's good time to go travel during the New Year Eve. And for my family, we go to travel during the New Year Eve as well. But actually, during the New Year celebration, we stay in our house. We didn't go at that time because, as you know, when we study on the statistics on the accident in our country, so when we go around at that time, it's very crowded. Even we go to abroad, we met many Thai go abroad as well. So our plan for our family, so we go before the New Year, so we can meet less Thai people and we can enjoy when we go to travel because it's less crowd than during the New Year occasion. So we plan in advance more than 6 months to book our airlines. So we use many know that we use the low cost airline, the Air Asia. So if you book in advance, you can get a very good rate, and our family we go with the 4 persons. So we talk with we try to get the best rate during the time that you allow us to go there, and we come with the many family together with my son's friends and also their family. So our group is about 20 people. So because many people go with us, so we have a lot of benefits, such as we can go by rent the bus, so we can save our transportation costs, and also we can get a very good rate for the hotel. As you know, during the high season, the hotels, the cost of the hotel is really high. But if you book in advance and book as a group, you can get a discount rate maybe 20 to 30% on the rate. We plan to go to the country that is not far from our house, not from our country, is Korea. So we go on December 18, if I remember correctly. We spend about 4 days in the Korea. At that time, we go by the Air Asia, and when we go to the airport, we have to exchange money. As you know, that at this time, people may not have to change money if they have a single card, so they can get a very good rate. When you compare with the super rich or the bank, the rate for the super rich is better than other. But when compared with the travel cards, the rate might be slightly high, maybe only 2 star or 3 star. That is higher than the super rich. So it's really good to use the travel card. Unfortunately, I tried to apply for the travel card but still not get it on time. So I had to exchange it at the bank exchange counter. At that time, when I go to bank counter, the exchange rate is quite high, and lucky for me that I had the credit card from the one bank, the Green Bank. They have special privilege for their credit card, so I get a really good rate. It's expensive, it's more expensive than the school is only 2 or 3 stars, so it's to be okay fine. Otherwise, I have to pay more, about 30%. So it's really expensive if we exchange my cash and use the privilege that they have. After that, I go to the terminal and take the flight at night to Korea, to the Seoul. When we arrive at Seoul, we spend our time to dress up, and after that we take a bus to the ski resort. I spent 2 days in the ski resort. The first day is the day that we arrived there. We arrived there, it's really late, so we don't have much time to just walking around and see the area. And we have first chance to have the Korean food. After that, on the next day, so we have the full day ski reasons. I have problem with my health, so I cannot play the ski, but my family play the ski, so I be the photographer for them and take care of my kid during that play the ski. So we spend one day to ski. My kid like it very much, and they wish to come back again. On the next day, we go back to the Seoul, the capital city of the Korea, and we book the hotel in the middle in the shopping area. It's very good place for the shopping, but our group, as I told you, we have about 20 people. So we decide not to shopping in Mendocino, but we decide to go to the aquarium that is a little bit far from the middle. So we don't have time to shopping, but we have time to go to see the fish and animal in the sea. On the last day, we hope that we will have more time to shopping, but I have only half a day. But when compared with our time from hotel to the airport, so we don't have only 2 or 3 hours to shopping. So I don't buy much thing. So if I have a chance to go back home, I would like to change my plan to spend a lot of time in Mendocino State. So this is my trip during the New Year Eve. Okay, thank you very much.
For sharing your travel plan, well, we know how to get discount and save money. Well, we will move to our last part of the meeting, which is the evaluation session. So, please welcome Mr. General Evaluator to the meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for DTM support.
Happy New Year, everybody. And I'd like to come to this club as often as possible. I am honored to be your general advisor today. And I think that TRD always have a very effective meeting every time I come here. When I enter the room, I found that I'm a little bit surprised that today you have a lot of people coming to join. You see, at this time, you see, I'm ambassador of Toastmaster and have to go to many clubs. I know that if you can have a meeting with this amount of attendance, that means that you are interested to improve your leadership, communication skill, and language skill also, which most Thai people will come to Toastmaster to improve their language skill. So, before I go on to another section of the meeting, give yourself a big round of applause, please. The meeting starts with the acting president, and the acting president informed the people here that Mr. President and Toastmaster cannot come because of some reason. I know if somebody still don't know, I'm a government officer also. So I know that this kind of thing is very normal in everyday official function. So you did a very good job. You come to open the meeting, and to me, you don't need to wait for anybody to come. Because you know, we all have a lot of things to do, and as I mentioned earlier that you can watch television tonight, we have what we call a budget discussion today. So if anybody want to come to attend this kind of meeting, you will have to face some problem also. But I promise, Director, I promise Petam, I promise a lot of people here that I will come as often as possible. Sometimes maybe a little bit late, so please understand me. It was well done, and you come here and took the position of the president, of being an acting president. I still don't know, maybe you know me, but I still don't remember your face quite correctly. And I think that maybe Toastmaster Kwang and some other people will be there. But let me tell you one thing. You don't need to wait. When it comes time, because time in Toastmaster is so important. You open the meeting and you see among the officers of the district, we will contact each other and we will try to come as quick as possible. Word of the day today, I think that Toastmaster King had done a good job, but it will be a little bit better if you can put the word of the day in the agenda or on the board or anything that, because you see, somebody might forget it, and somebody who come late than when you say, they can know what is the word of the day today. They will if they don't look at the backside, then they will not know. Because I think there are somebody here that is quite new to Toastmaster. So everything is good, but if you can put it on the board, that will be good. And in my views, because you have a lot of space here, why don't you put the meaning? Accolade is not a common word, and I'm sure that somebody here may still don't know the meaning of accolade. Because you have some space here, you can make the meaning here so that they will know. And please believe me, this is not an easy word, it's not a simple word. And I found that it will be a little bit difficult for somebody to use this word in the meeting. So, if you can use some other simple word or use it so that other people in the meeting, you see we have about 20 people here, so that they can use it and it will make word of the day good. Thought of the day, I think it's a very good selection when you say that health is your own, money belongs to others, power is temporary, and reputation is eternal. I like this very much, and I will copy that and tell some other people that I think this is one of the best thought of the day in many Toastmaster meetings, especially when it comes from the parliament when you say that power is temporary. I totally agree, and you will see this year in the changing of the administration in the government that power is temporary. So if you still keep on the power that you got, which power that you got as a director, as a minister, or as anything, I really adore this. That is a good selection of the thought of the day. So please give a big hand to Kim Kim. Now it's come to table topic session. I have to be honest to you that, you see, maybe somebody don't want me to be general evaluator because I will be very honest when I evaluate everything about table topic session today is good, excellent, and the team is good because you use the New Year theme, and we have just passed New Year just today is 7 or 8, something like that. So it's still with the New Year theme. So when they come and I see it, oh, I found that it's very good. But for one thing that I would like to recommend for table topic session, or two things. One thing is that you should assign somebody to be table topic evaluation, not the same person with general evaluator, because he or she will have to listen to the answer carefully in every question. And you see, I mentioned in this room last time that table topic is something very important to people who come to attend Toastmaster meeting, because it will be used in everyday, it will be used in everyday life. I mentioned here last time that, you see, at the Miss Universe level, competing was decided on how to answer question table topic. The question topic that was asked by Toastmaster J is good, I should say excellent, every time he has the courage to come here and speak everything that he think is good, except for one thing that I think that it should be changed. It should be somebody else. Toastmaster J come here quite too often, last year and this year. You see, I adore her courage, I adore her way of asking questions to everybody. But I still think that, and I spoke about this last time, that we can give anybody, other people, to have a chance to set some table topic question. And I know that Toastmaster J is very good in this session, and she can create question very well. But it might be a little bit better if you can ask somebody else to be table topic. You are excellent on this. If there is 10, I will give you 11 out of this. But you see, there should be some other person to give this. And in table topic, you can ask any question. You can ask the question that even the person don't want to answer. And then, if you don't want that, you answer in a different way, or you say that you disagree with the question, but it will give you a chance to come here to speak for 2 minutes. And I would highly recommend everybody here to be a table topic master, because it is a good thing that you will be able to practice. The first table topic question I was asked when I first attended Toastmaster, I come here, and table topic master, who is a man also, asked me, who do you love most? You see, an easy question, but what they decided is not what you answer, is not the grammar. You can ask him or her any question, but what you decide is that how can you structure your speech, how can you make a good beginning, how can you make the content in whatever your answer, what will be your ending. Everything about table topic session in this club is good, but I would like to recommend other people to take this chance because I see her beautiful face many times. And then I think that it will be a good opportunity for other people to come and ask questions. You can ask any question. Ask any question. The question is not important. Even the content is not important. If you ask someone some question and you don't think that it is a question, you can disagree. You say, oh, I don't think this is a good question, and then I want to answer this. But it will give you a chance to come here and answer something in your mind, because in this room everybody is different. Now it's come to prepare speech session. I would like to give a very short evaluation on the speech that I heard today. First speech, TM on. I think you have the courage to come here, explaining something about yourself, introducing yourself to your friends. May I know about the time? Because I think the time, I still forget one thing that I should ask Carmer to report the time. First, may I ask Carmer to report the time before I evaluate this. Carmer is TM Geek, am I right? Please come here. Thank you.
As a timer, my goal is to remind our speaker how much time they spend on their speech so that we will not dismiss it on time. Here is my report timer. For the table topic, 2 minutes is the maximum time allowed for each speaker. The question 1 answered by TM Oil spend time for 1 minute and 5 seconds. The question number 2 answered by TM4 spend time for 1 minute and 7 seconds. So question 3 answered by TM Game spend time for 37 seconds. And the question number 4 answered by TM Geek spend time for 30 seconds. And the last one, the question number 5 answered by the TM Off spend time for 30 seconds. For the prepare speed, TM On spend time for 1 minute and 30 seconds. And the TM Fern spend time for 1 minute and 15 seconds. And the last one, TMO spend time for 7 minutes and 34. I really enjoy your story because it's a story about anabolic currency in this time. And everyone get a great job to fulfilling their project requirement. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you so much, TM Geek, for reporting the time. Now, I would like to mention about time spent in this meeting. First of all, I will say something about table topic session. You have 5 questions. You have 5 people come to answer table topic session. And I will report the time according to TM Geek as mentioned. 1 minute and 5 seconds, 1 minute and 7 seconds, 37 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Normally, you have 2 minutes and 5 people should take 10 minutes. Even 12 minutes and 50 seconds because you have another 30 seconds. And you also, if you look at this, what you spend time, I still feel that in table topic, you should try to answer more. Try to take this opportunity to answer more. 30 seconds, 37 seconds, and all the question was regarding about New Year's. So I think that New Year's you have a lot of things to do. Maybe you must try to elaborate what you spend your time, or what is the question that was asked by TMJ about New Year. So I adore your courage to come, but I think that you should speak more about that. And then if you take this opportunity to speak more, because the question was about New Year and it just passed just a few days ago, and then it was something that you can elaborate what happened to you. So in my view, table topic, you should use that opportunity to speak as much as possible, because this is among your friends and it was not televised, it was not anything. You should use your time to come here and speak as much as possible. Now it's come to prepare speech session. Speaker number 1, TM on. What you mentioned in this room is good, and it's make us know more about yourself. It would be better if you can elaborate what you want other people to know about yourself. You have 4 to 6 minutes. You speak only 1 minute and 30 seconds. You still have another 4 or 5 minutes to speak. I think that I'm interesting to know more, to learn more about you. But then you finish your speech, then you go back, and then there are a lot of things that I think maybe somebody here, or maybe when I listen to your speech, introduce yourself. To me, in my view, is the easiest speech, because you don't need to look at this. It's something that it's yourself, and we don't know about you. So you can explain to the audience, who are you, where did you graduate, what is your hobby, what do you like to do in your free time. There are a lot of things that you can speak or elaborate. For me, 4 to 6 minutes is not enough, because I want to learn more about you, and I don't want to come here and ask you questions in project number 1, introduce yourself, but you spend only 1 minute and 30 seconds. Everything about what you say is good. And one thing I would like to add a little bit more is about grammar, which I'm not a grammarian today, but I think that when you spoke about something in the past, you should use past verb and past tense, and be careful about that. Please be careful, because English is not hard. When you mention something that you have done in the past, then you have to use the past tense or past verb or something about that. So you use about 1 minute, 30 seconds, and you still have a lot of things, and I still feel that you have something more to explain. My hobby, I would go to speaker number 2, my hobby, TM firm. We are the person of the same interest. I like to grow trees also. I like to know more about you. But again, you have 5 to 7 minutes. And speak only even less than TM on, 1 minute and 15 seconds. And I think that you should explain more about your hobby. And I would like to know more. And I think maybe somebody in this room would like to know more about your planting, about what you love. and why you love that and different kind of trees. So, TM Fern, you are a good speaker. In 1 minute and 15 seconds, you have talked to the audience. But it will be a little bit better if you can elaborate that to make people know more about your hobby. The third project is from TMO, and this project was to research your topic. I think that for Toastmaster, you have a different thing that I have to evaluate from other speakers today. First, you spend 7 minutes and 34 seconds, which is 4 seconds more than the required time, because you were allowed to speak only 5 to 7 minutes, and you speak a little bit more than the time that you were allowed. Objective of this was to collect information about the topic from numerous sources. I have a feeling that your information is from your experience only. Because I have to evaluate the speech according to the objective. And the objective under Project 7 is research your topic. You have told us a lot of things about the New Year Eve, about what we experienced on the New Year Eve. This is very good. But according to the objective, you should find more sources that is related to your topic. Then you support the objective was that carefully support your point and opinion with facts. I think that in this objective you did it very well, because you explained what happened to you on New Year Eve. You explain and you support your opinion. You give us some example also. So there are two objectives in this 5 to 7 minute speech. Objective number 1, I still feel that it's too personal information. But for objective number 2, I think that you use a very good example of what happened to you on New Year Eve, and it might be a little bit better for your speech project number 7, because project number 7 said that you have to research your topic. So you should find some other sources to support your topic. And I think that there are a lot of sources to support your topic. I think last time you did it very well about mobile phone, about a lot of things, because I heard your speech last time or last 2 times, and I think it's very good. But today I found that the information that you told the audience just come from your personal experience. And you see, I am a personal evaluator. I have to evaluate people according to objective. So it will be a little bit better in your speech if you can research some other thing about what you travel on your New Year's Eve. Now, I have spent a lot of time. I just want to come to our report. Do we have our report? Please, welcome.
to Toastmaster of the Day. Fellow Toastmaster friends and guests, my role as an counter is to count the number of unnecessary sound or repetitive words you use when you are speaking on the stage. For example, you know, I mean, will you count it? Will be counted. These unnecessary words would affect your effectiveness in delivering your speech. It's just a record, so you know yourself and next time you could improve your speech. Here is my counter report. TM of is tea time. TN of is tea time. And everyone are good speech. That's all for my report. Back to your Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you so much. Now it's come to the Marian. Please welcome Toastmaster Lu.
Good afternoon, everyone. Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to share about two grammar mistakes that we usually use them wrong. First are principal, P-R-I-N-C-I-P-A-L, and principal, P-R-I-N-C-I-P-L-E. These two words have the same sound, so not surprised if we use this wrong. Principal is now mean first in order or important. For example, he is the principal of a kindergarten school. And principle mean a fundamental tool or proposition that serves as the foundation for a system of belief. For example, it's against the principle to accept if from Thailand. And the last one are loose, L-O-O-S-E and loose, L-O-S-E, have same sound but the meaning are different. Loose mean not firmly and loose mean be deprived of or cease to have or retain. For example, if your pants are too loose, you might lose your pants. That's all for me. Back to you, Mr. Tony. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have learned about that from you also. Now I will go to him. I have complete my duty as general evaluator already. So may I return the podium to Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you very much, teacher support. The evaluation. Now we are at the end of the meeting. Fellow Toastmaster, yes, I would like to thank you all of you to enjoy the meeting and please welcome Madam Acting President to the podium.
Time has gone and come to the end of the meeting. I believe you all have had fun and learned something. I would like to thank you, our beloved teaching support, for inspiring us and guiding us in this event. And very thank you, Teacher Pipat. I think you have a quote, but he come to join. I would like also to, okay, sorry. Everyone, please give them a big round of applause. Yes. I would like also to call our guest to stand up and say something about our today meeting. What do you have learned? What do you feel? Anything? Please start by the one on my right hand and side.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bandara Sukaru from IT Center. I'm very happy to join the meeting today. Thank you.
Last but not least, thank you all of you for attending and joining into this fun. Oh, sorry. Me. Oh, sorry. Something.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Mohammed. Today is the first time I joined the Toastmaster meeting. I feel blessed and comfortable. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and Happy New Year. My name is Kankawi Kangkong. My feeling today, I'm so enjoy and so excited to join TRD Toastmaster Club today because this differs passive listening and speaking in this first in this year. I hope to see you again.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Miss Nungisida. I am very happy to enjoy the meeting today. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Watan Sangchao from Secretary General. I am happy. Today I am happy to learn English. Yeah. Thank you.
The last time. Thank you for all of your attending and joining into this one. I think today is really fun. Please give yourself a big hand. And now we come to the end of the event. Okay.